But the mic drop question is this. To all the United fans that want Rashford back, where's he playing? I wouldn't take Rashford over Cunha. Wouldn't take Rashford over Mbeumo, and I wouldn't take Rashford over Sesko. And he's definitely not going to take Dorgu's role. So where does Rashford even get into the team? I'm massively, massively encouraged by Mbeumo and Cunha. Now, I think we spoke yesterday about De Ligt and Mazraoui and their incredible inconsistencies, but I'm absolutely over the moon with Cunha and Mbeumo. I know it was a bit of a slow start, but I think now Mbeumo's up to pace. You can see why he had such a good season at Brentford. And I think Cunha just has that aura and ability and, common sense, IQ, whatever you want to call it. And if these two players can stay fit for us, I just think we might be sleeping on just how fortunate we are to have those players. Now, we spent a lot of money on them, over 120 million quid. But you know what? You sat there with, Garnacho sat on the bench at the weekend. Ahmad's getting a load of shit. Rashford's at Barcelona. Anthony's at Betis. And I actually do look at it and I go, what an upgrade. Like, what an upgrade. And it's not just ability, but it's, it's experience, it's mentality. I've seen enough of Mbeumo and Cunha last season to know that they've got it, because they're doing it for Brentford and Wolves week in, week out. That says a lot about a player. I don't think if you put, Jadon Sancho or Garnacho or Rashford in a Wolves or Brentford team, they'd be able to do it week in, week out. I don't think they would. I think people don't really appreciate how hard it is to be a good player every single week for Wolves and Brentford. With all due respect, they are mid to bottom level teams and are going to be defending a lot. And to be good every week for those types of teams says a lot about the players. I think we've upgraded massively. And I think we're already starting to see what they can do in better teams. I genuinely think we're going to get to a point with Mbeumo and Cunha where we're going to see us play shit and win games. And I'm here for that. I think they can be game changers. I think if we had one of them, they'd be a game changer. But I think two of them, they can be massive game changers. And this is why Bruno Fernandes plays in the midfield, because I think Amrim sees those two players as fundamentally really important. The only thing I don't want to see is him using a front three of Mount and a false nine. I am a bit concerned about that for the weekend. I want to see Sesko as the striker. We spent £70 million on him. I do not want to see, because Mount's had a good start to the season and he feels like he just loves Mount at the moment. I don't want to see a false nine front three. And I wouldn't be surprised if he did that because, Amrim does not listen to any of the fans. He does what he wants to do. But I do think Cunha and Mbeumo look very, very exciting. And it's interesting, isn't it? Because, Rashford got dropped yesterday because he was late for training. Then he came on and he got an assist. And I read somewhere that he's got 3 goals and 3 assists in his last 3 games or something like that, which is good. It's good. Where does Rashford even get into the team? I'm not saying he's not a good player, but I think you always need to ask, where did they get into this team? Same thing with Garnacho. If he hadn't worn the Villa shirt, I still think he's a good player, but where does he get into this team? I'm not taking Garnacho over Mbeumo or Cunha. Definitely not going to play him up front. I think Rashford's the best of all of them, but wouldn't put him in the United side. Would not put him in the United side over Cunha and Mbeumo. And that's how high I rate them. It's got nothing to do with what I think about Rashford. I think Rashford, when he's on it, is a very, very good player. But that's how high I rate the upgrade that we've done with Cunha and Mbeumo. I think they are looking better and better every week. And this is why I said game week 10 for me is when this season starts. Because if you look at Mbeumo on game week 1 and you look at him now, the improvement is incredible. Match fitness,